Ah, welcome back, my dear. So happy you could join me on this summer evening. I know things have been hot out there, but don't you worry. There's always something chilling behind these 3 feet walls. Oh, what's that? Oh, no. Don't you worry about that. They couldn't get in, even if they tried. Do you ever sit quietly, even if your day is full of hustle and bustle, and just wonder what things are out there? I know I'm being vague, but it may be better that way. Sometimes I worry about what out there in the dark is exactly beyond reason.
Suspense. Radio's outstanding theater of thrills brings you an hour, a full 60 minutes of suspense. Tonight, starring Mr. Robert Ryan and Miss Ruth Warwick in a play by Devery Freeman entitled Beyond Reason, edited and directed by Anton M. Leader, and produced by Robert Montgomery.
This is Robert Montgomery. For well over a year, on the average of 5 times a week, my newsboy and I have engaged in the same spirited conversation. Each evening I greet him with, anything in the papers? And each evening he answers with, no, same old stuff. Then I spend part of the evening reading the chronicle of the day's events, the same old stuff. And I learn that the tensions in the world are greater or lesser, that some people want high taxes and some people want low, that some people are born and some are married, and some are divorced and some are dead. Same old stuff. Yesterday a man walked out onto his front porch, lost his balance on the top step, and 1 minute later he was dead. An hour ago, a wife in Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to the hospital. 10 minutes ago, she became a mother. One cycle of life completed, another just beginning. And the newspaper will report them both, clearly, accurately, and without editorial comment. We can assume that in each of these homes, the old patterns of living are broken, and the new ones are in formation. But we can't know what happens next in the history of these two families. And these are very real stories that begin with birth or death. We have one for you today, a story entitled Beyond Reason, and it began this way. At exactly 7:22 on the night of January 5th, Pinkton Carr reached the corner of Post and Stockton Streets in downtown San Francisco. He was feeling fine. He stopped for a moment to look at an attractive window display, and then, still looking back, he stepped off the curb.
Hey, look out! No! You hit him! Stop! Stop! Hey, don't run, driver! Stop him!
Oh, no, don't look. Oh, the poor man.
Oh, call an ambulance. Somebody call an ambulance. This guy's hurt bad.
I saw it happen. He just stepped off the curb.
Somebody call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
Who is he? Do you know who is he?
You mean, who was he?
Oh, the poor man.
Next day, the newspapers put it briefly and concisely in a small headline on page 4. Businessman hit. Businessman hit run victim. You probably read it. Not very interesting unless you knew him. The police were working on the case. Maybe one day soon they'd track down the car. Maybe. It looked like just another one of those things, soon forgotten, over and done with. But a tragedy like that can be a beginning as well as an end. It can start a whole chain of events, generate a whole series of reactions. It can become the genesis of fear, especially in the mind as sensitive as the mind of Evangeline Carr, the eldest of 3 daughters. Vangie Carr, beautiful, lonely, susceptible.
Daddy, darling Daddy, why did he have to die that way? How could such a thing have happened to him? Accidents like that don't happen to people like him. Not without some reason. It couldn't have been an accident. It couldn't have been. And who is this man? Harry Newton. This man who's suddenly become so important in our lives. My father's business partner, they say? Oh, but my father never had a business partner. Never, I'm sure of that. He would have told me. But then, who is Harry Newton?
He was a hard one to pin down, Miss Carr. Doesn't have a home, not even a permanent address. He just seems to drift around.
Was he up here in San Francisco the night my father was killed?
I checked that. No, he wasn't. But he was here that day. In fact, that's the day your father and he signed the papers that made them partners.
That day?
Yeah, that's the date on the contract. He left Frisco on the 4 o'clock plane. Accident happened about 7:30.
Yes.
He seems to be the promoter type. Somebody else always takes the risk.
How could my father have made a man like that his partner?
The contract is perfectly legal, Vanjie. He is your father's partner.
But why? Why did Dad ever take him in? Dad contributed all the property. This man contributed nothing.
Nothing but himself. Evidently, your father thought him a super salesman. You see, they'd planned to subdivide and sell the acreage here at Della Vista, and he's determined to go through with it. No, I'm afraid there's not much we can do.
No, I suppose not.
I'm sorry. This is very trying for you and your sisters, I know. Perhaps when he comes up here, we can persuade him.
He's coming here?
Of course, to look the place over. You'd have to stay here quite a bit to get the work started.
Oh, yes, of course, I must have realized that, only I never really let myself think about how someday I'd have to meet him face to face.
Vanjie, be careful.
You don't trust him either, do you?
No, I don't trust him either.
Just an everyday accident, but it can be the beginning of many things, especially when the dead man leaves unfinished business behind. Unfinished business and 400 choice suburban acres between the highway and the sea. 400 undeveloped acres in which any real estate man would see the possibilities. Add to that a partner like Harry Newton and 3 beautiful daughters, especially a daughter like Vanjie.
Are you hurt?
No, I guess not. I just fell down getting out of your way.
Here, let me brush you off. I'm sorry. I came around the bend and didn't see you until...
Oh, no, it was my fault. I shouldn't have been walking in the middle of the road, daydreaming like that. I'm all right, thanks.
The receiving hospitals are made for people like you.
I know. I started out at the age of 2, playing with electric light sockets.
Well, since I nearly knocked you down, I better introduce myself. My name's Harry Newton, and I always cross streets when the light is green. Getting by in life merely requires the ability to take advantage of green lights.
And the ability to recognize red lights.
Huh?
I'm Evangeline Carr.
So you're Vanjie, the beautiful one.
No, Grace is the beautiful one.
And Susie?
She's the cute one, the baby.
And you, Vanjie?
Oh, I'm just me, Vanjie. The plain one, the old maid.
Just because you're the oldest?
Mr. Newton, you wouldn't be interested in me.
No? Maybe I like plain girls.
That was the way it was. So sudden I couldn't prepare for it. And I'd met Harry Newton. But what about all those questions and fears in my mind? What had happened to them? I didn't know. Downstairs, Harry Newton was talking to Aunt Martha.
Of course you realize, Mr. Newton, this is merely an interview. Our only knowledge of you is that my brother entrusted you with some of his real estate ventures.
He didn't entrust me with anything, Auntie. He watched me like a hawk.
You realize, of course, the responsibilities that go with this venture. We know nothing of your character or affiliations. Perhaps you can supply some of the details.
I've got a credit card with the Union Oil Company.
Look,
Andy, I came 400 miles from Los Angeles to discuss the promotion of a subdivision. It's a little late for references. I'm in this deal with both feet and a legal document. Are you handling it for the kids?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then let's have a drink and make small talk. You'll learn more about me that way. How about it?
Thank you, no. You can make yourself at home. Dinner is at 7.
Okay, thanks. Thanks very much. Never let a lady make a phone call when she doesn't know she's not alone. That's rule number...
Who are you?
Harry Newton. Who are you, Grace?
No, I'm Susie. The youngest. You're the man who murdered my father.
That's a pretty big statement for a little girl.
I say it only as an apology for having thought it.
I accept your apology. Only don't say it again.
I won't. You going back to Los Angeles soon?
Tomorrow.
Would you like company?
A passenger?
I said company.
Your aunt will ask for character references.
I didn't ask for any.
You got yourself a ride, Junior.
You wouldn't be thinking of leaving earlier.
I'm sleeping over. Our first customer is coming to dinner.
Who?
People by the name of Burkhart.
Oh? Whit Burkhart and his silly wife, huh? They're awful bores.
And get set for some boring neighbors. We plan to sell them a lot.
That's too bad. I love company, but I think I'll develop a headache and stay in my room tonight. Unless I can change your mind about leaving.
Shall we change the subject?
Suit yourself.
I just don't want to press my luck too far.
All that evening, through dinner with the Burkharts, through the business talks that followed, all I could do was watch him, listen to his voice. I'd never expected a man like this. Never expected him to make me feel like this. Like I felt when he smiled and said goodnight. Like I felt when he drove away with Susie for Los Angeles next morning. Like I felt when he called me long distance.
How are you getting along up there without me, Vanjie?
Oh, I suppose we're just barely managing.
Good, I'll have to hurry back.
The surveyors will be here next week.
Who cares?
But
I don't want to waste this call talking business.
Well, then what?
I just want to talk to you. Still an old maid, I hope.
I'm afraid so.
And still as plain as ever.
Yes.
Wonderful. Don't ever change, Vanjie.
All right. Why did I laugh? And why did I go around walking on air? He was just flirting, probably with a purpose, for business reasons. But I didn't care. I knew it was crazy, but I didn't care. I counted the days until he'd be back. When he came, he brought me a gift, a quilted velvet robe. Aunt Martha said it looked like the inside of a coffin, but I liked it. And I liked the funny little note that went with it. After a few days, seeing him, talking to him, began to fill my thoughts so completely that I couldn't sleep. So one night I walked down through the rose garden to the little tea house on the edge of the palisade. I was sitting there, watching the moonlight on the surf far below.
Don't think anything personal. You're not alone.
Oh, it's you.
What's the matter? No sleep tonight?
I have things on my mind.
Like real estate? And, me?
Yes. I'm trying to make some sort of plan.
I just like to feel my way along, see how far I can go. Plans are good to start with, then you follow your instinct.
I like to know where I'm going.
And you don't?
I'm not sure.
You've never asked me a lot of questions like the others. But I suppose you've been wondering why your father and I were doing business together, why he invited me in.
I knew there must have been a reason.
Reason? I met him in Palm Springs, gave him a tip on a horse, and it won. He figured he owed me something.
That's hard to believe.
Isn't it? Well, of course, he liked me, too. He thought I had guts and brains. Beyond that, he didn't want to know a thing.
And if he had,
I'd have told him. Come here.
Harry, no.
You still afraid to follow your instincts?
I don't know.
Come here.
It's all so crazy. 2 weeks ago, Harry Newton was just a name I hated and feared. There's nothing of that now. Now he's a man that I love. My husband. We drove to Las Vegas and were married in a little chapel there. Then we had a fast honeymoon, playing roulette, seeing Boulder Dam, just having fun being together. And when we came home again, the words were still ringing in my ears. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until death do us part. Until death do us part.
I've moved my things into a corner room, Benji, so that you and he may have the suite.
Relax, Andy. This is strictly temporary.
We'll probably go to Los Angeles eventually. All Harry's friends are there.
Meanwhile, I'll have my stuff shipped up. There isn't much. It's packed away in Lou Danch's apartment. He's the one I was telling you about, honey. He owns that restaurant on the Strip.
Oh. While you were away, there was a phone call from Mr. Newton.
Yeah?
From a Miss Kitty Platt.
Kitty Platt?
Girl I used to date. Oh. Probably wondering what happened to me. I wonder what did. Look at me. Head over heels in matrimony, and I love it.
Oh, Harry. Harry.
Is that a private match, or can anybody get in it?
Oh. Hello, Susie.
Hi. You'll have to excuse my lack of tact. Never been a sister-in-law before, and I'm at a loss. Best of everything, sis. You rate it.
Well, thank you, Susie. Is anything wrong, dear? You look awfully tired.
Hasn't Harry told you? Takes a gentleman to keep a secret. Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome.
What a lovely wedding band, Vanjie. Nothing temporary about this piece of jewelry.
3 passes at a crap table.
Tell me, Vanjie, darling. Did he buy you the short order ceremony or the blue plate? It's very impressive, I understand. Bless, O Lord, this ring, that he who gives it and she who wears it may abide in thy peace. Let us pray.
Susie, dear. Harry.
That's a sick girl. You mind if I speak to her? As a member of the family, I feel I have the privilege of helping. I'll be right back.
But Harry...
Vanjie!
Oh, what is it, Aunt Martha?
Well, I didn't want to talk to you, dear, while he was with you. But I'm worried about Susie. She's been acting very queerly. Not eating and so jumpy.
What do you suppose is wrong?
I don't know. But she hasn't been herself since she went to Los Angeles. Perhaps if you had a talk with her.
Harry is doing that now.
Harry?
Yes.
A stranger?
Auntie.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I shouldn't have said that. It's just that I can't get used to the idea. I mean, his being one of us. But then I hardly know him. It's very hard to know him.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Well, I only meant that perhaps someone else should talk to Susie.
You mean you think maybe Harry has something to do with Susie acting this way?
Why, no, Vanjie, I didn't say that.
No. No, of course not. Harry?
Yeah?
How is Susie?
She'll be okay.
Maybe I better talk to her.
Leave her alone. She won't tell you anything.
Then you tell me.
That's one of those things. How do the writers put it? Unrequited love.
You?
Well, if it is, she hasn't told me the whole truth.
What did she tell you?
Say, how do you turn the heat on in this dungeon of a room?
Oh, there's a gas heater in the fireplace, but what did she tell you? Harry?
Look, Angel. Are you going to turn on me, too? Don't do it. I need you. I've been rattling around like a pebble in this old drum of a world with nothing to grab onto. Now I'm safe. I've got somebody. This alley cat's got a home. That's you, Angel. You're my roof and four walls.
Oh, Harry, darling, please understand. It's not that I don't trust you, but I'm worried about Susie.
Okay, baby. You talk to her tomorrow if it'll do any good. But right now, don't worry about it. Come on, let's get some sleep. Oh, what is that? What was that?
I don't know. What time is it?
6 o'clock.
It's Aaron, I think.
Who's Aaron?
He's the gardener. Wait, he must be below that window there.
What's up?
It's Miss Susie.
Susie, what about her?
What about her?
She's dead.
Dead.
Dead?
Tragedy begets tragedy. Accidents breed more accidents. Or was this another accident? At any rate, in the grim sequence of events started by that simple accident on a city street, a second member of the Carr family was dead. They say tragedies strike in threes. I wonder. And so does Vanjie Carr wonder.
Why? Why did it happen? Why did she do it? What did Harry know? Did he have anything to do with it? No, I mustn't. Just relax now. Rest. That's what I'm supposed to do. Relax. In a few minutes, he'll come up and tell me. Tell me what they're talking about down there. He and Aaron and my sister, Grace.
Tell me about it, Aaron, from the beginning.
It's hard for me to tell it now, Miss Grace. It's like a dream.
He hasn't told it the same way twice.
But I tried to.
Mr. Newton knows that. Now try again, Aaron.
Well, I was up early. Not early for me, but early, and there was a mist and the ground was wet, so I wore my rubbers. I was pinning back the honeysuckle on the trellis near the garage when she came by. Didn't see me, but I saw her, walking as if in her sleep. Yet she looked as if she knew where she was going. And she was dressed and combed and carried a purse. So I said good morning. But she didn't answer and went off into the mist toward the tea house on the edge of the palisade, where there's only one path. And then presently I worked my way down the path through the rose garden to say good morning again, but she was gone. She had jumped into the ocean onto the rocks below, and I found her purse, that purse on the bar, and that riding crop.
The riding crop is mine. I left it there several days ago.
Oh, I see. All right, Aaron. That's all. You may go now.
All right, Miss Grace.
Well, Mr. Newton?
Harry's the name.
Yes, of course. We are related, aren't we? Should I apologize for not belaboring you with congratulatory messages on your marriage?
Some people are just naturally short on sentiment. You have other gifts.
Thanks. It's just that I have an instinctive aversion to attractive men being snatched from the open market.
If I ever get back on the market, I'll send you a credit slip.
Planning to get back on the market?
Not at this particular time.
I see.
Anybody here? Vanjie.
Don't turn on the light, Harry. I look awful.
Now, relax, Angel. I know how upset you are, but you got to relax.
I can't. Oh, Susie. Susie, you poor baby.
Take it easy. This way you'll just fly apart, springs and wheels and everything. You're going to have to rest a few days.
Oh, I want to know everything, Harry. Who was it? Who did this to Susie?
I lied to you.
Oh, no.
I lied when I said Susie chose me as a confidant. The way it happened, I stumbled into the middle of her romance by accident.
Then who?
A neighbor of yours, Whit Burkhart.
Whit Burkhart? But no, he's married.
Yeah, you see, I bumped into them in a quiet little restaurant in Los Angeles. It was about as welcome as bad news in a collect telegram. I grabbed a quick one at the bar and ran.
But is that all?
No. Susie made it her business to see me the next day. She wanted me to promise not to tell anyone I'd seen them together. I let her talk, and she did. Plenty. It wasn't nice the way she told it, crying as if her insides were splintered. This fella Burkhart had met her in Los Angeles to let her know that they'd come to the end of the line. He was afraid his wife was getting wise, so they had one last rendezvous. That's all, except the way she loved this guy. He must be all right.
Oh, no, Harry. A man doesn't have to be all right for a woman to love him. The next few days I spent in bed. I was supposed to relax. I couldn't. It was too much to think about. Even the doctor's pills didn't help. And little things made impressions on me. Little things that people said.
Your husband took me riding this morning, darling. Mm-hmm. Tell me, Vanjie, how did you ever trap him?
I don't know. He just seemed to like me.
Well, I guess we're not hard to like. Daddy left us quite a bit of allure. A square block in San Francisco, 4 theaters, 2 open-air markets, and a lovely office building in Los Angeles. In short, a real estate man's paradise.
Grace.
Sorry, darling. He's so different from my faithful, methodical Lenny, I'm just jealous. Aren't you flattered?
Well, got you making yourself irresistible.
Oh, I just got tired of looking like something that's been left out in the rain.
Flowers do all right.
You're very sweet, Harry, but I know my limitations.
Nonsense. I think you're very attractive.
But not beautiful, like Grace. If we take her for a measuring stick.
No one would take Grace for a measuring stick or any other kind of stick. She's the sexy type.
Nice of you to come, Mrs. Burkhart. Cigarette?
No, thanks. Whit made me give up smoking. He really babies me, that man. Forced me to go away for a 2-week rest. I told him I felt fine, but he insisted.
Was that when he went to Los Angeles?
Los Angeles? Whit hasn't been to Los Angeles in 4 years. Why, no, he went along with me.
Of course she was lying. Her husband had been to Los Angeles, just as Harry said he had, with Susie. He must have been. She was just trying to make Harry look bad, and so were the rest of them. That's why I took to listening, to find out what they were up to protect Harry. I listened, even from behind doors.
Hello, Newton. You remember me? Gurney, the lawyer?
Uh-huh.
Is Mrs. Newton too ill for a visitor?
Yes, she is. What do you want?
It's in regard to your suggestion, Mr. Newton, that arrangements be made to give you power of attorney in matters pertaining to Della Vista.
You can lower your voice. I told you my wife is ill.
Any request of that nature should be gone over with all parties concerned.
I said lower your voice.
Of course. 2 untimely tragedies have decreased the number of parties concerned. I'd say you have 2 down and 2 to go, Mr. Newton.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Have you discussed this matter with Mrs. Newton?
There's no reason for her to object.
On the other hand, there's Grace Carr.
You've spoken to her?
Not more than a moment ago. It's no go, Newton. Miss Carr, it seems, has developed quite an interest in Della Vista, or some aspects of it. She intends to work with you as closely as possible.
Well, that sounds engaging.
Yes. For you, it should be a cinch, Newton. I understand you're quite a hand with the ladies.
Well, I've had my innings.
I listened to everything. Sometimes I woke up in the middle of the night and listened. Listened to Harry and Grace downstairs talking, laughing. They laugh together a lot these days.
Harry, you're wonderful. I don't know how you did it.
What's up, partner?
Telegram from Jim Strand. He's willing to talk terms, and he's free to talk tonight.
Well, for heaven's sake, let's be sociable. Maybe we can have the deal signed and moving tomorrow.
That means staying over in San Francisco tonight.
I'll take care of the hotel reservations.
Oh, high pressure, Harry.
We'll take him to the best restaurant in town and we'll order their best meal. Are you worried about your figure?
No. Are you worried about it? See you later.
Hello. I want the Grosvenor in San Francisco.
A charming little hotel.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Angel. Thought you were in bed. How's your headache?
Better? I'd like to go along with you, Harry.
Tonight? In your condition?
What's wrong with me? Don't you want my company?
You're not up to it. You're sick.
I said I'm better. I've decided to help you.
Help me?
Grace helps you.
She tags along.
Can't I tag along, too? Please, Harry, I want to go with you.
All right. Why not?
And this afternoon, I want you to take me riding. Did you know I could ride? I'm better than Grace. I've won cups. Shall we go riding this afternoon?
Sure, Angel. Maybe that's a good idea.
What's that, Grace?
No, I don't know, Aunt Martha. I can't see. The fog is rolling in.
It's a horse.
But no rider.
Is it Vanjie's?
Well, Harry's. It's tearing down the path toward the highway, probably heading for the stables. Aunt Martha, something's happened.
I knew it. I knew it.
Come on. Here comes the other one.
It's Harry.
He's carrying Vanjie. Oh. Hi.
Hi. Help me get her up to her room.
Please stop acting silly. I wasn't hurt a bit.
Yes, she was. Her shoulder's bruised. I'm calling Dr. Rupert. And what's more, you're going to the clinic tomorrow for x-rays. No sense taking chances.
What happened?
The horse bolted.
Why? I don't know.
Maybe Harry does.
Yes. He was riding just behind. Did you see any reason for it, Harry?
No, not a thing.
I tell you, Harry, there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing but a simple old-fashioned headache.
Maybe you can grab some sleep before the doctor gets here.
Why are you making such a fuss? Is it because you don't want me with you in San Francisco?
You certainly can't go till we're sure you're all right.
Then you're going without me.
We'll talk about it later. Get some sleep, Angel.
What are you doing?
Connecting up your heater. This room is like a tomb. If we take the chill off, maybe you'll sleep.
You won't go without me, will you, Harry?
Are we back on that again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Harry.
What?
I've made you angry with me, haven't I?
No.
Do you love me?
Sure.
It's so strange, this marriage of ours. It's more like an affair, really. It happened so fast. We don't really know each other, do we, Harry? Why did you want me, Harry?
Because I love you.
Because you love me. Yet if I were gone tomorrow, would there be another to take my place as there were others before me? Oh, no, don't answer that. I get sillier by the minute. Forgive me, darling.
There's nothing to forgive.
Yes, there is. I won't be silly anymore.
I'm sure you won't, Angel. Good night. I'll see that you're not disturbed.
Harry. Harry. I'd come to that state of mind. The senses are so drugged with fatigue, there's an end to caring. Almost. All the doubts, the fears loomed up and enveloped me. And yet, I was getting drowsy. Reality was becoming distorted into nightmare. There was a strange ringing in my ears, and I began to see things like a dream. I thought I saw Pookie, my canary, lying in the bottom of his cage, with his little legs thrust stiffly upward, and death. Then I was hearing things. I like a hissing snake. And down on the floor, I saw it, coiled up by the heater. I must. Grace laughing with Harry. Somehow, for the first time, I didn't care. She had no cause to gloat. It would happen to her, too. Just like it happened to Dad and to Susan. And like it was happening to me.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, Mr. Robert Ryan appears as Harry Newton and Miss Ruth Warwick appears as Vanjie Carr in Beyond Reason. Tonight's study in suspense. In just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And now, back to our Hollywood soundstage and to our producer, Mr. Robert Montgomery, for Act Two of Beyond Reason, starring Ruth Warwick and Robert Ryan, in a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It all started with a fatal accident on a street corner in San Francisco. You probably read about it in the papers a few weeks ago. Just an everyday accident. But it was an end and a beginning. An end for Pinkton Carr, who was killed, and a beginning for his 3 daughters and Harry Newton. But with the sequence of events half played through, there are now only 2 daughters. 1 down and 2 to go. And right now, lying on the bed in her room, is Vanjie Carr, the hiss of gas loud in her ears, drowning out the thoughts, the fears, and the voices of Sister Grace and Harry Newton in the living room below.
Harry, I told Jim Strand we'd meet him at 9. We can make it if we hurry.
Where's Auntie?
She's resting.
Okay, let's go.
Or what about Mrs. Newton? Shall we take a peek?
No, she'll wake up if I go in. Let her sleep. I could be back by midnight if we hurry. Let's just go.
I dreamed the church bells were tolling my death. Thought someone was stuffing my throat and nostrils with cotton padding. I couldn't breathe. My limbs were bound to the bed. I tried to scream, but I couldn't. I started to spin. The bed was spinning. The whole room was spinning like a whirlpool, ever narrowing, until finally it was as thin as the sound of a bell.
Oh, Dr. Rupert.
I just got your message. Been out all day. How is she?
She seems quite well. I guess my call was a little hasty.
What happened?
Fell off a horse.
That girl, always something. It's been that way as long as I've known her. So she thought she was strong enough to go riding. Maybe that's my fault.
It was the horse's fault.
Well, I'll go up and have a look.
She's sleeping.
Oh, well, that's always good medicine. Going someplace?
Business appointment.
Oh. Well, good night. What was that crash?
That came from Vanjie's room. There's something wrong.
It was darkness, flashing lights, changing colors, shifting designs, noises that were somehow recognizable as human voices.
Angie, another blanket.
You tried to kill her.
Always going to have pneumonia.
He's a murderer. Listen to me. I know. He's a murderer.
Vanjie, lots of coffee. More coffee.
Kill her.
Blanket.
Murder.
Coffee.
Murder.
Vanjie.
Murder.
Vanjie. Vanjie.
Harry.
Vanjie.
Oh, Harry.
Good morning, Angel.
Oh, Harry.
It's been a tough night, but you came through it as good as new. Last night I wanted to shoot myself. It's all my fault.
No. No, it's not. Don't say that.
I thought I connected the heater fine, but something must have happened. Maybe I kicked the pipe. I don't know.
Harry.
Vanjie, listen to me before they come back in. They may say things about me. Your aunt's got some weird ideas about what happened. Don't listen to them, Vanjie. Don't listen to them.
I won't, Harry.
I love you, Angel. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's all that matters.
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing, Harry.
You don't believe me.
I do, Harry. I do believe you love me. But that is, I want to believe you. I want to more than anything else in the world.
You've got to.
I will.
Are we up, or are we going to sleep some more?
She's up, Dr. Rupert.
There's a lucky girl. What a fine room for such an accident. Big and drafty.
My poor Pookie, my poor Pookie.
I'm sorry, Aunt Martha.
It's too bad you didn't knock over the bed table sooner. But then it was soon enough, thank heaven. You should get some sleep, Mr. Newton.
I'll settle for a cup of coffee. And as for you, Angel, no more trouble while I'm gone.
No.
You must reassure him, Vanjie. He's eaten with remorse.
Disappointment, you mean?
He considers the accident his fault.
Accident? You keep calling it an accident.
Your Auntie Vanjie is very disturbed and full of wild theories.
There's no need to theorize.
Oh?
Oh, the blame is all mine. I got up to get some water, yes. The sleeping pill made me groggy. I must have stumbled on the gas hose and pulled it out without realizing it. I'm always doing things like that.
Yes, you are, as long as I've known you. You know, there are those of us who go through life with a predisposition toward having accidents. We actually will them to happen. We, who are thus disposed, live closer to the edge of time than others. We walk in front of moving cars.
We fall from high places.
We are bitten by snakes and sucked in by riptides. If there's poison oak, we will find it. If there are live wires, we will touch them. We are wedded to calamity.
We are indeed. Wedded to calamity indeed. You may discount the other nonsense and be sure of the last.
Wedded to calamity. No, I mustn't listen to such things. I mustn't think such things. How could I? When I saw the genuine concern, the fright in his face, when I heard the love in his voice. In those days when I lay resting from my narrow escape, he was sweet. Sweet enough to convince me I wasn't alone. Not really. Not even when he was away in San Francisco on business. Hello? Oh, darling. Oh, darling, I've missed you. San Francisco might as well be on the other side of the world. Oh, no, darling, come home tonight. Well, then try to. Oh, please, Harry. What? Unto eternity. Oh, yes, darling. Yes, I love you to eternity. Yes, darling. Yes. Goodbye. But suddenly, I was feeling alone again. Unto eternity, he said. What did he mean? Eternity? The word made me shudder. Hello?
Hello, Vanjie.
You don't seem to recognize me. I'm Lenny Walden.
Oh.
Grace's friend.
Oh, yes, of course. Won't you come in?
Thanks. Grace isn't here?
Oh, no.
I didn't really expect her to be. I just thought that...
You two haven't quarreled, have you?
No. Well, yes, I guess so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it was my fault. I'm jealous. I'm in love with Grace, you know.
I know.
Well, I won't bother you anymore with my problems.
Do you care to tell me just what or who you're jealous of?
I'd rather not.
Well, then may I guess? You're jealous of my husband. Well, don't be. My husband is very much in love with me. If anything, he merely tolerates the way Grace tags along after him and putters in real estate.
I guess you're right, Mrs. Newton. It's just that when I saw them dancing...
Dancing?
Well, Grace didn't even tell me she was in town. Somebody saw them at the bandbox and called me. I guess I was steamed up and anxious to jump at conclusions. I'm an idiot.
Not at all. Just a little hasty.
I've got to hand it to you, Vanjie. You're a lot more broad-minded than I am. I envy you.
Envy me? Envy me? When I was so alone and frightened. When he'd gone, I went upstairs to our room. Frantically, I looked through his luggage, went through his clothes, searching for some clue to the man I married. There was none. Nothing. And I had to know. Now I had to know.
Long distance.
Give me the Hotel Grosvenor, San Francisco.
Thank you.
Oh, I had to know. I had to talk to him, ask him to come home, or go to him, anything.
Grosvenor.
Oh, Mr. Newton, please. Room 724.
One moment. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
It was Grace's voice, without the slightest doubt. I ran out to my car. Grace had answered that telephone in Harry's room. And I knew. Now I was sure of it all. Harry had killed Susie. Whether it had been suicide or murder, he'd killed her. And in the same way, he would kill me.
Hey, look at that. That car better slow down for that turn. Hey, look!
You see, the sequence of events comes to full circle. It started with an automobile accident. Was it going to end with another one? At least this was one they couldn't blame on Harry Newton. Vanjie simply drove too fast, tried to take a shortcut to San Francisco through a tree, rushing to her husband. In the end, he had to rush to the emergency hospital to her. But she was all right.
The indestructible Vanjie. Perennial accident case, always smelling of antiseptics and painted with iodine. I lay there between hospital sheets, pretending that the hypodermic needle had put me to sleep. But I was listening to Dr. Rupert as he talked to Harry and Aunt Martha.
The night of your wife's first unfortunate experience, I had a vague suspicion that the circumstances were not entirely accidental.
What do you mean?
Vanjie has twice tried to take her own life.
I don't believe it.
It's true. For people like Vanjie, it is sometimes harder to find the dividing point between accident and suicide. There's a certain will to die, a subconscious compulsion which invites disaster.
It's nonsense.
Go on.
In the matter of the gas heater, Vanjie said herself she pulled the flexible pipe by accident. Was that accident or intention?
I don't believe she ever did it. It was he who really pulled the cord.
No, I think it was Vanjie. She invited disaster again tonight, driving her car off the road at high speed. Was it accident, or did she suddenly cease to care whether the car made that curve or not?
Or did somebody tamper with the steering wheel on her car?
You'd better stop that, Andy.
Please, Martha. You'll know, too, that the tendency seems to run in her family. Her father stepped in front of a moving car.
How do we know even that?
And Susie leaped to her death off a cliff.
Or was pushed.
Times Vanjie was drawn to self-destruction were times of mental depression. We've got to work to save her.
I'll do anything, Doctor. Anything you say.
There'll be a lot for you to do.
You have it all figured out, haven't you, Dr. Rupert? And you're right, of course. Except for that about mental depressions. That's not what causes it. Oh, it's the fear. Fear of being alone, of not being loved by Harry Newton. I heard what he said. He'd do anything. But he didn't fool me. I know he wants Grace. I'm in his way. I know. They're gone now. Oh, it's stifling in here. So close. I must have some air. There. That's better. Now, there was a little razor-sharp blade here a little while ago. They used it to make a blood test. Oh, but it's gone. No matter. In the laboratory, just off my room, there'll be a drinking glass. If I can break that without too much noise. Glass cuts. Yes. Glass.
Oh! What is it, Nurse?
What's happened?
Mrs. Newton, she's gone out that window.
Well, stop her! She can't have gone far. Notify the highway patrol and tell Mr. Newton.
Yes, Doctor.
We've got to find her to protect her from herself.
And from him.
What?
Don't you see? You've given Harry Newton the soundest alibi in the world. Your assurance that Vanjie is bent on suicide.
Oh, what did Aunt Martha mean by that? The soundest alibi. No matter. I pressed close to the bathroom wall with one shoulder tucked in the corner. They didn't think to look there. Oh, but someone was bound too soon. Bella Vista. That was it. If I was going to die, I wanted to go home to die. I waited till my room was empty again. Then I went to the open window. If I could get to my car... Yes, home. Yes, it was right. It was right to come home. It was going on morning, but it was still dark. The house was pitch black. I went inside. There was a telephone. A stray ray of moonlight shone in it. I could see it plainly. And I remembered unto eternity.
To have and to hold until death do us part. With this ring I thee wed. This ring and 3 passes at a crap table.
I went upstairs. My room was cold, dark. One of his shirts was still on the floor where I'd thrown it in my frantic search of his things. It was a sports shirt. He'd said he wouldn't need a sports shirt in San Francisco. I hung it up in the closet. The room was in order otherwise. There was water by my bed and the sleeping pills. I emptied the bottle into my hand and counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough. I said it aloud. The words boomed in the silence. Such silence. Not a sound. Not even the stirring of Pookie in her cage. I looked toward the empty cage and shuddered in the sudden chill. Yes, there was the gas heater close by. I crossed over to it quickly, kneeled down, and turned on the gas.
Get a blanket.
It's murder.
Coffee. More coffee.
Kill her.
Danger. Blanket.
Murder. Kill her.
I held the match to the heater and watched it flare up warm and alive. I was beginning to enjoy my borrowed time. That was Harry. Suddenly, In a burst of panic, I knew what Aunt Martha had meant. Dr. Rupert had given him the soundest alibi in the world. The assurance I was going to commit suicide. He'd come to make sure I didn't change my mind. It was dark. I could barely make out the shadowy bulk of him as he looked at the car I'd come in. Then he entered the house, walking fast.
Ranji. Ranji, I know you're here. Ranji.
I had to have time to think. I had to think out what it all meant.
Ranji, come here. I want to talk to you.
Oh, but I couldn't think. The sound of his voice frightened me. All at once I felt terribly depressed. The boat was sinking. The sides were caving in. All I wanted was to get off. I slipped down the stairs, outside, through the rose garden, to the tea house. The night was turning milky. Vision was lengthening by the moment. I couldn't see the surf directly below me, but I could hear it. I thought of Susie, and I leaned on the rail above the retaining wall. And then I heard his footsteps approaching through the rose garden, through the morning mist.
Good morning, Angel. Not talking this morning, Mrs. Newton? I can't see you, but I know you're there.
Don't come any closer.
Is your hand on the rail, Angel? Are you poised and ready? Or are you hoping for a reprieve? Something I'll say that will turn despair to ecstasy.
Don't come any closer, Harry. I mean it. I'll jump.
And what's holding you back? A thread? A lingering hope?
Yes.
That I love you?
Yes.
That I don't love Grace?
Yes.
So that's it.
You know it is. Harry,
What?
have you come to kill me?
No.
You have a perfect alibi. Dr. Rupert said I was a potential suicide.
I know.
If you push me off under the rocks below, as you pushed Susie, because you were through with her, it'll be just as perfect a crime, an obvious suicide.
Whit Burkhardt's wife spoke to you.
Yes,
She could have been lying.
I know.
And you called my hotel last night, didn't you? And when Grace answered, you hung up. I figured that out and called you back with a beautiful explanation ready. That I'd gotten Lenny Walden and Grace together to patch up their differences.
You're lying, Harry.
If you think so, why don't you jump?
I will. I won't let you push me.
I'm not going to push you.
How do I know?
You don't. The act and the proof are both one. If I push you, I must want you dead. If I don't push you, I must want you alive. Isn't that so?
Yes.
You have to stand there and wait for the proof.
Harry, don't!
Jump if you want to, but I assure you, Vanjie, the proof is worth the anguish. This is it. Irene Burkhardt was lying or she wasn't lying. I killed Susie or I didn't. I want you or I don't want you. Total proof. Clear, concise, and quick.
Harry! Harry! Don't! If you come any closer, I'll jump!
Darling. Darling, I've got to help you. That's all that matters. Everything I said was true, and it's easily proved.
Oh, this is all the proof a woman would want.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
Hold me, Harry.
I will.
Our grateful thanks to Robert Ryan and Ruth Warwick. You gave us the excellent performances we expected from an actress whose talent and versatility we've applauded many times before, and from an actor whose outstanding work in Crossfire has deservedly won him an Academy Award nomination.
Well, my dear, now that we've looked into what is beyond reason, It's gotten my mind wandering more than usual. Oh, what's that? Ah, yes. Not much has changed, indeed. Sometimes I wonder if being a sort of dreamer, imagining circumstance after circumstance, perhaps my mind might fully escape me. I'd lose control of it. Perhaps I'd become, in a way, the derelict.
Tired of the everyday grind? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all? We offer you Escape.
Escape, transcribed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure.
You are aboard a dead ship, drifting aimlessly in the endless reaches of the Indian Ocean, while the three men who are your companions, unaware of your innermost thoughts, are making their own plans for the division of treasure, which, because you are a woman, can mean life or death for you all.
Listen now as Escape brings you Larry Roman's unusual story, The Derelict.
I'm rich now. Good looking, too. A lot of guys have said so. 29, and that's on the square. Dark eyes, dark hair, and I've been a dancer all my life, so you can figure out for yourself how I'm built. I'm not telling you this out of conceit or anything. I just want you to know what you'd have if you had me. And you can have me, any one of you. All you gotta do is come out and get me. A couple of weeks ago, I climbed aboard the freighter Capricorn out of Singapore for Suez with a load of porcelain and 6 passengers. I had a job waiting for me in Cairo, but I took a ship instead of a plane. 1, for the dough. 2, because I was in no hurry to start working. The honest truth was my feet were giving me fits. 4 days out in the Indian Ocean, a monsoon started up and the Capricorn just busted to pieces on the reefs. I don't know how long I floated around, hanging onto some wood, till they hauled me into a lifeboat.
All right now. Easy with her.
Gently, gently. Do not bruise her on the side. There we go.
Clear off that canvas, Louis. Set her down.
I'm all right.
Certainly you are. There.
Here, throw this jacket round you.
I'm okay. No kidding.
The jacket.
Thanks.
And clamp your legs under the seat. Everyone all right?
Everything all right here, Mr. Mike?
Okay, we're just going to have to ride her out. You all right?
Sure.
You're not sick anymore?
All done. Kind of silly, wasn't it? Like a kid.
No, not so silly.
May I do something for you, my dear?
No, thanks. I'm really okay.
Keatman. Henry Van Keatman's my name. It was my cargo of porcelain on the ship.
I'm Mark Bullman.
Cora Moore. Hello.
This is Lou Wah, or is it Wah Lou?
My name is Lou Wah.
Chinese, part of the crew. Well, some predicaments, huh? Others all drown, I suppose.
Or adrift like us?
No drown, I think. We were the lucky ones. Some are, some aren't. Well, spirits up, everybody. Look, we have water for a few days, so that is fine.
Sure.
Well, people do not get lost at sea these days, not with airplanes and so much ocean travel.
All right. We'll set up watches and take turns trying to catch fish.
Fish? Who can think of food now?
There's always later. You take the first watch, Keatman. Lua and I will...
Are you setting yourself up as captain, Mike?
I hadn't thought of it that way.
I want to be captain. I have always wanted to run a ship.
Well, I don't care who's captain, but someone's got to watch and someone's got to fish.
Very well. We all got jobs to do. Lau, you fish. Mike will watch. I shall tend to the water, portion out the proper amounts, and Cora, my dear, you shall sit there and be womanly.
The water sits in the middle so everyone can see it. Cora helps out like everyone else.
Well, sure, Mike. Just tell me what you want.
Settled, Mr. Keatman?
Settled, Captain Borman.
I got a long look at them. Keatman, big around the middle and chest, white, shiny face, powerful arms. Mike, middle size, not bad looking, with clear blue eyes. Kind of girl ought to have. Lua, small, good at catching fish. So there we were, 3 men and me in a tub, bobbing around the Indian Ocean, drifting. Then on the afternoon of the second day...
Oh, look at you see!
A ship!
Coming right for us, Mike, look at it.
I told you we'd be found. Hello! Hello!
Save your breath, it's miles off.
Oh, we rowed to it, the oars. Walu, the oars. Mike, the oars. Quickly, now, come on. Forward! Forward!
It was dusk by the time we got aboard. She was a 3-masted sailing ship. All her lifeboats were gone and junk was all over her deck. Seaweed and ocean stuff, so you knew she'd been under once. An old barkentine, Mike said. A ghost ship. Her deck cabins were caved in and she stank from rot. We looked her over. Then down in the captain's quarters we saw it. First, a couple of human skeletons in a pile of junk that was once clothes. Then a metal box, near the skeletons, open. And in it were bricks of greenish-yellow stuff. Mike knew right off what it was.
Gold.
Gold? Impossible, it cannot be.
That's gold, all right. I've seen gold before.
Well, sure it is.
Sure it is. Oh, feel it. Hold on. 20, 30 pounds of brick. Why, that's a fortune.
No kidding? How much?
I don't know, but a fortune, easily a great amount.
Easily. Shut the box, Keatman.
The salvage laws, it's ours.
If we bring it in.
We will.
We've got another problem
but
first.
I tell you, you do not get lost at sea these days. This is 1953. You do not get lost at sea in 1953.
No. Shut the box. It won't swim off.
What? Shut it! Who are you to tell me what to do?
Oh, stop it, you two. Squabble like a couple of chorus girls.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
All right. Now let's check the galley. We ought to figure out a way to start a fire.
What about the skeletons?
Well, what about them?
Well, you should get them overboard. I do not like to share the ship with them.
You do what you want.
You throw them overboard, Mike. I wouldn't care to touch them.
Well, other things come first.
That is right. And before we do anything, don't you think we should have an understanding?
About what?
The gold.
What's there to understand? There are 4 of us. We bring it in, it's split 4 ways.
4 ways, yeah. Then I have a right. Now you go to the galley, Mike. I will stay here. I want to count the gold.
All right. Come on, Cora.
No, I'll stay down here if you don't mind. I'd like to know how much there is, too. Honest to Pete, I don't know why I said it. I wasn't thinking it. Just came out. Well, it rained that night, and we collected a lot of clean, fresh water. Next day, it was real sunny and warm. We cleaned the ship up a bit. All of a sudden, I got the feeling how funny things were. Adrift at sea on a ghost ship. But we had food, water, sun. At times it was almost like a pleasure cruise.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sleep well?
Not too good. Of course, the place you fixed up for me was real nice, but... Well, I kept thinking about things. Cora Moore from San Diego with a jackpot. You know, you don't seem too happy about it.
First problems first.
We'll get found. Keatman's right. You don't get lost at sea these days. Ship is bound to cross us. Isn't it?
Sure.
So then we'll all be rich and happy. You still don't feel good about it.
I remember once when I was a kid. I reached for a pot in a dice game. My winnings. It was fair. I got the back of my hand ripped open with a knife. I never got the winnings.
I see. Counting your chickens.
That's it.
Everybody does that. Look at me. I was going to be a ballet dancer. I was a ballet dancer. In my mind, I mean. Pirouettes and all that. Who knew I was going to end up a fan dancer?
Well, that's not so bad.
No? Oh, well. What are you going to do with your share of the gold? I mean, if we bring it in.
Go back to Australia, get a ranch, sheep.
Sounds like work. You won't have to work. You'll have enough.
I don't mind.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Fine this morning. Where's Waloo?
Lou Wah is making breakfast.
This morning I would like fish for breakfast. Have him make fish. I feel good. I slept well. I always knew the rich slept well no matter what they tried to tell you.
Yeah.
I see the skeletons are gone, Mike.
I tossed them overside last night.
Thank you, Mike.
Lou Wah found a barrel of nails. We're going to board up some cabin holes after we eat. You'll help?
Certainly.
I'll see you later, Cora.
Surly fellow. Well, you look lovely this morning, my dear. A fresh look. The sea air, yeah. You are a beautiful girl.
Sure. I'll get better looking to you the longer we're at sea.
Hey, Cora, my dear, I have been doing some calculations in regard to our wealth. If the bars weigh 20 pounds apiece, and since there are 100 of them, we have 20 by 12 by 100 by 35, the value of gold per ounce. In dollars, 840,000.
Buy a lot of meat and potatoes.
Filet mignon, pheasant, pompano, almondine.
What's that?
Something very delicious. Now, suppose the bar weighs 25 pounds. $1 million.
$1 million?
If the gold is sold at Macau, where the market is free, say $50 an ounce, 1,500,000.
Oh, it keeps getting bigger.
Matter of multiplication. Multiplication is a wonderful thing. It makes everything grow.
Uh-huh.
Division, however, is not so wonderful.
What do you mean?
Well, take a large satisfactory number and divide, say, by 4. What are you left with? A small unsatisfactory number. Do you follow me?
No.
Mull it to yourself, my dear. I'm sure it will come to you.
Sure, I knew what he was getting at, but I wasn't letting on. Sometimes it pays to play dumb. Well, the day went on as usual, our ship drifting and us not seeing anything but the water and sky. And then that night, laying in my bunk, suddenly began to think of something. I don't know why, but there I was all of a sudden thinking about Keatman and those ideas of his on multiplication and division. It just jolted me out of my bed. I ran out on deck. Mike came from one way, Keatman from the other, and we met at the railing.
Lou Wah! Lou Wah, where are you? No need to shout more. Look.
A few feet from us, the railing was all ripped away. We knew right off. Lou Wah was overboard. We could see the fin of a great shark cut the dark water and disappear.
We will return to Escape in just a moment, but first...
You should not have leaned against the railing. The wood is rotten.
What makes you think he leaned?
The ship's tossing then. It threw him against the side.
Lua was a sailor. It's a calm sea. He could keep his feet in this ocean.
I don't understand you, Mike. How else could they have gone overboard?
There are ways.
I can't imagine.
Look, do we have to stand around talking about it?
No, of course not, my dear. Accidents do happen. There's no point.
Cateman, you watch your step.
Oh, what could you mean by that, Mike?
Just watch your step, that's all. I don't know what happened to Lua, but you just watch your step.
As you say, Captain Borman.
Come on, Cora. I'll walk you back to your cabin.
Mike walked me back. I had my chance to do some talking, to tell him about the conversation I'd had with Keatman. I should have told Mike. I know it. But somehow the words just wouldn't come out. I don't know why. Mike left me. I asked him to, and I tried to get some sleep. No luck. I kept thinking about poor Lua and also something else. I don't really know why I thought about it, but the fact is I did. Without me doing anything, I just got richer.
Cora?
Hmm?
Are you asleep? May I come in?
Well,
Just for a few moments, my dear. I want to talk to you.
All right. Just a sec. It's real late.
Oh, just a little while. The thing is, I do not get to see you enough alone. Oh, Cora.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, it's all right. Mike is asleep. He will not hear.
Hands off, mister. That's all.
Oh, have I made a mistake? I thought you had some feeling for me.
Well, it's just that you sure rush a girl.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Why don't you go now, Keatman?
Oh, no, Henry.
Why don't you go, Henry? I feel kind of upset tonight. You know what I mean. Lua and everything.
Yeah, all right, my dear.
You're not mad?
Oh, no.
There'll be other times.
Oh, yes, of course, other times. Cora,
Hmm?
when we are safe on land and rich, we will go someplace, you and I. Italy, perhaps, or the south of France. Cora, 1.5 million divided by 3 is a large number. That should mean a lot to you.
Yeah, I have to admit. I've been thinking about it.
1.5 million divided by 2 should mean even more.
In the morning, I found Mike at the ship's bow, looking out at the sea. I remember saying to myself, he looked kind of good to me. Funny how a guy can look one way to you at one time, then at another look so very different.
Oh, hello.
What do you see?
The usual. Nothing.
Oh, it's not so bad. Still got fish and water. It's only the 3rd day. Guys were adrift during the war for weeks. They got saved.
Sure.
They had it worse than us. Mind if I, sit here with you?
No, of course not. You seen Keatman?
Uh-uh.
Below, I guess, counting.
Yeah. He sure has gone off on that gold. You know, I've been thinking.
About what?
Those skeletons we found. You wonder who they are? Who they were?
Mm-hmm. A little.
You think they were part of the crew or, come on later like us?
It looks to me like the whole crew abandoned ship. No, I'd say those two came on later. That's after the ship came up from the bottom.
And they found the gold, huh? Just like us?
Uh-huh.
Wondered what happened then. It sure smells good up here. It's about the only place aboard you don't smell the ship's rot. Maybe I should have been a sailor instead of a dancer. A lot of good outdoors.
Ranching gets you outside, too.
Yeah. Bet Australia's just loaded down with fresh air. What about sheep, huh?
What about them?
They smell?
Sheep aren't so bad.
Maybe I ought to use my share of the gold to buy a ranch next to yours. We could be neighbors and get together to talk about hard times. All this, I mean.
Cora.
Hmm?
Cora, I don't know. I can't quite tell whether it's because of the mess we're in or... Well, I suppose it might be different on land when we're safe, but...
What are you trying to say, Mike?
Oh, nothing. You forget it, Cora.
Sure. All right. Mike.
Huh?
Keatman came into my cabin last night.
He did?
I thought there was going to be trouble.
Well, now, look, Cora...
No, it's all right. The only thing is... Well, I think you better watch yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, it's what he said to me. He said him and me could split the gold in two.
Yeah.
I just thought I ought to tell you.
Thanks.
There's a knife in the galley. I don't want to suggest anything, but nobody's going to blame you if you moved first. I don't know why I said it the way I said it. I didn't mean to say it that way. It just sort of came out. Funny how you do things sometimes. For no real reason, I mean. Well, the third day went by, and we just kept drifting and drifting. Nothing to look at but ocean and sky. Then toward late afternoon, we saw something. Just a speck in the sky, but then it came closer and closer. A plane. One of those big four-engine passenger jobs.
Hey! Hey, down here! Down here! Hey!
Keatman waved his shirt and screamed to beat the band. The plane saw us, dipped its wings, and then took off again. We knew it would send a ship and that we'd soon be saved. That night in the galley, we sat down for what we hoped would be our last meal on the Derelict.
Fish. Have some delicious fish.
Thank you. I don't want any more.
Cora?
I don't feel much like eating.
Water, then. Have a big drink of water.
No, I don't want any.
Watch out. You're spilling it.
Oh, who needs it anymore? I told you we'd be found. This is 1953. The ship will come to us tomorrow, I bet.
All right. And we'll celebrate tomorrow. Here, put the water down. We've still got tonight.
Tonight? Yeah, tonight.
Keatman shut up then, and a few minutes later left the galley. Then Mike went out, too. That's when I noticed that the galley knife wasn't there anymore. The sea got kind of choppy that night, and I was sure restless. Wind started acting up. It began to rain. Looked like a storm was building. Then I heard the scream. I ran out along the wet deck and stood outside the hold, looking down into the blackness. I couldn't see, but I knew what it was. Mike and Keatman. And only one was going to come up. Only one.
Hello, my dear.
Henry.
I got the knife in him before he knew what happened.
Mike.
Done. We divide by two, my love, by two as it should be.
I gotta get into my cabin. I'm getting all wet.
Oh, wait. Cora.
Yeah?
The ship will come to us today, to us, to you and me. The $1.5 million is ours.
I know, Henry.
South of France. Or would you rather Italy?
Whatever you want, Henry.
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh, Cora. Cora, my love. Oh, Cora! Cora!
I don't know why I did it. Honest to Pete, I wasn't thinking about it. I just did it all of a sudden. I gave him a shove and he went right over the side. I could see him in water just for a second. His face whiter than ever and his eyes bugging out. And then he was gone. The storm lasted for days. 3, 4. I don't remember now. And it tossed the ship I don't know how many which ways. Then the sky cleared up. Sun got all warm again. Been this way a couple of days now. Well, I haven't seen the rescue ship. Water's gone. Fish, too. And I'm alone. But like I say, I'm rich. I'm still good looking. Any of you can have me and gold. All you gotta do is come out and get me. But please, please come quick.
Under the direction of Anthony Ellis, Escape has brought you The Derelict, adapted by Larry Roman from a story by Victor Schwartz and starring Charlotte Lawrence as Cora. Featured in the cast were Joseph Kearns as Keatman, Ben Wright as Mike, and Charlie Long as Luwa. The special music for Escape is composed and conducted by Leith Stevens. Next week.
You are standing guard deep in the forests of Africa, while around you, closing in on you, are the dreaded Mau Mau, who, if you relax your guard, will kill you.
So listen next week when Escape brings you John Dehner's terrifying story, Lily and the Colonel. This coming Tuesday night, mystery fans will want to stop, listen, and thrill to Mr. and Mrs. North Looking for Trouble on CBS Radio. And to John Lund as yours truly, Johnny Dollar, probing the San Antonio matter. The Norths collide with homicide and come close to grief themselves. Johnny Dollar comes close to falling in love, closer still to trouble in San Antone. Remember, they're both this coming Tuesday night on most of these same CBS radio stations. Mr. and Mrs. North, and yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Don't miss 'em. This is Roy Rowan speaking. And remember, you're invited to Art Linkletter's house party every weekday on the CBS Radio Network.
Well, my dear, it seems like there was a lot to consider. Oh, what's that? Well, I suppose I could dig up another one. Something deep, something dark, something not of this time. Because you see, if we're truly afraid of that which we don't understand, well, there's an awful lot that fits that description, wouldn't you say? Many say we don't understand the future enough to predict it. But I say,
the CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm Sammy Grimes. When we mortals are unable to understand certain events that occur in our lives, we blame fate, or coincidence, or bad luck. It is these stories of the improbable that always intrigue me. And I don't think either you or I need an explanation as to why. What is the difference if an apple has a red skin or a blue skin, if inside it is still an apple? I have learned to accept the incredible as the possible. And today's tale is one more proof that in our universe anything can happen and frequently does. What an extraordinary portrait of a beautiful young girl.
And she died shortly after my uncle painted this, 50 years ago.
What a fantastic talent he has.
Had. He's 70 now. He never painted again.
Nothing. Not a canvas of any kind.
Nothing and nobody. All the life went out of him with her strange death. This portrait of Sarah is all that remains.
Our drama, Portrait of the Past, has been written especially for the Mystery Theater by G. Frederick Lewis and stars Bob Caliban and William Griffiths. I shall return shortly with Act One. Jason Harley told me this story. Like his father, grandfather, and his uncle, Jason is a jeweler in the true sense of the word. The Harleys were craftsmen. They did more than sell and repair watches or trinkets. They were silversmiths and goldsmiths, and their exquisite work has been collected all over the world, although none of the Harleys ever left New Falmouth, Massachusetts.
Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Are you Jason Harley?
Yes, I am.
I am Mrs. George N.W. Baker. My stepfather and I have just moved here to New Falmouth. He's quite an elderly gentleman now, but when he was a young man, he grew up here. I'm a widow, and we've been living in Boston, but we decided we'd had enough of the big city.
I think you'll like it here.
Oh, we do already. I've brought along an old brooch that needs mending. Here, let me show you.
Well, thank you. Good Lord.
Oh, what is it? What's the matter?
This brooch, this pin. Where did you get it?
Is there something so extraordinary about it?
Mrs. Baker, my grandfather, my uncle, and my father have been designing jewelry for a good many years. This is the first time I have seen this particular coat of arms made into a brooch. Where did you get it?
It belongs to M.W., my stepfather. Well, you can see for yourself what needs repairing. You see, there should be 3 gold seashells on that black shield. It's so very small and delicate. Now, one of the shells must have fallen out, and M.W. was fit to be tied when we unpacked it, and it was nowhere to be found.
I beg your pardon, but what did you say your name was again?
Mrs. George M.W. Magnus Whitmore Baker.
I see. Magnus Whitmore, that's your stepfather.
The name is familiar to you?
Yes, it is. At any rate, leave the brooch. I think I can duplicate the missing gold shell. I think your stepfather will be quite satisfied. Do you happen to know where he obtained this brooch?
I don't. As I said, he's had it as long as I can remember. But why do you ask me how long he's owned it?
The design is an unusual form of canting arms. That is, a coat of arms assumed by a family elusive to its name. The 3 gold shells set on a sable shield is the heraldic insignia of a family called Shelley. I've seen that same coat of arms only once before, and that was on a portrait of a beautiful girl who died mysteriously 50 years ago. Mrs. Baker didn't seem the least surprised that the design of the brooch had a relationship with death. She left it with me to be restored, and I lost no time heading for my uncle's farm. Uncle Silas is in his 70s, but you'd never know it to look at him.
Oh, Jason, my boy, how good to see you. Whatever brings you to see me?
Well, first of all, because I care about you. And secondly, Uncle Silas, to play detective.
Oh, you don't say. Detective, huh? What are you investigating?
The past. You know that portrait you have over your mantelpiece?
I look at it every day. Of course I know it. Right behind you.
May I take a closer look at it?
Why not? You've been looking at it since you were a child. I painted that portrait of her when I was younger than you, Jason. 20. And, of course, so was she. 18.
Do you know that I never knew it was you, Uncle, who painted that portrait? You didn't sign it.
No, but I left my mark on it.
Here, I always thought you were just like the rest of us Harleys, a jeweler, a goldsmith, a silversmith.
Oh, I always wanted to be a painter. I started training for it at 15, so by the time I was 20, I was quite accomplished.
I can see that.
But that young lady, hers was the last portrait I ever painted. In fact, when the canvas was dry, I put my brushes down. All my desires to paint vanished. Oh, Jason, son, suddenly I'm very tired, so if you don't mind, I shall make tracks for my bed. Oh, you're welcome to stay. If you do, I shall see you at breakfast time. If not, I wish you well. Come again soon.
I didn't stay the night. But what I came to see was exactly where I'd remembered seeing it as a boy. The unknown 18-year-old girl Uncle Silas had so exquisitely represented, wearing a red dress with red, long, flowing hair piled on top of her head. She stood in a corner of the garden, one hand beckoning. And in a corner of the painting was a tiny coat of arms. 3 gold shells on a black shield, identical to the brooch I had been asked to reconstruct. Mrs. Baker, the reason I have brought you the brooch personally is that I would like to meet your stepfather.
Mr. Harley, I appreciate that, but I'm not sure whether M.W. is up to it. He rests in the afternoon. His heart isn't too good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I would have liked to present the restored brooch to him.
Oh, it's all done. Oh, he's going to be delighted.
What do I hear? Your voices?
M.W., we ruined your afternoon nap.
I never close my eyes. You know that, Maria. So, who is this gentleman?
This is Jason Harley, the jeweler who was so highly recommended, and he's brought the brooch with him.
Did you say Harley? Are you related to Silas Harley?
He's my uncle, sir.
Of course, Harley. They're all jewelers. It's a coincidence. And you've repaired it, have you?
See for yourself, Mr. Whitmore.
My word, that is something.
Mr. Whitmore, did this insignia belong to a young lady?
What did you say?
I said...
I heard you. Are you jewelers always putting your nose in other people's business?
Well, not at all, but I presume this brooch was made for someone and represents something about which I am curious.
Too curious for my taste. Maria, will you please show the gentleman to the door? Mr. Harley, kindly send us your bill. It will be dealt with promptly.
The name of the person or family this coat of arms represents is Shelley. Isn't that so? Shelley?
What? Please.
Sir?
Maria, the bills. The bills. My heart.
Will you forgive me, Mr. Whitmore? I am really terribly sorry that my questions aggravated your condition.
It's all right. It's not your fault. I wanted to speak to you, and that's why I asked my stepdaughter to fetch you before you left. How did you manage to guess the brooch was made for a young lady?
Because I have seen her.
What? No. I
She's dead. I believe I have seen a portrait of the young lady.
There is a portrait? I had no idea.
You knew her then?
Yes, I did.
Did she have red hair?
Yes.
Did she wear a red dress?
A red dress. Her favorite.
Mr. Whitmore, I would say the portrait I have seen is that of a young woman who lived some 50 years ago. In one corner, where you would expect to find the artist's signature, is a painted replica of the brooch I have just repaired for you.
You have seen this painting?
Of a young lady wearing a red dress standing in a garden. She has red hair piled on top of her head and a very beautiful face. Her age, 18.
Lord in heaven. That's her.
Sir, would you care to see the painting?
I would pay anything for just one look. That young woman has haunted me for 50 years. And unfortunately, my memory of her is getting fainter and fainter. You see, I loved her once. Long, long ago.
The following day, I examined every gravestone in the churchyard where most of the old families of New Falmouth are buried. And I found the very gravestone I was looking for. Sarah Shelley, born 1912, died 1930. So it was Sarah Shelley who had died at 18. I wanted to know why, and who else was there to ask but my Uncle Silas.
Jason, I never said the girl in my portrait was Sarah Shelley. The idea that was her name.
This does, Uncle Silas. This brooch. I saw the gravestone. Why was she buried alone? Who was she?
She was buried alone because she was an orphan. No family. A lovely young girl who taught school here in New Falmouth. Oh, Sarah. Sarah. How I wish... Oh. You see, I had hoped we would marry. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I was very young, just 20. Apprenticed to your grandfather. And for Sarah, I created a family crest. I saved up scraps of gold and silver, slices of onyx, hoarded them until I had enough to give this beautiful orphan a family name. I wanted her to be someone.
Uncle, before we go further into the past, could you tell me the entire truth about something that you do from year to year in the present?
Well, if I can, I will.
You cover this painting you did of Sarah Shelley every June.
As I have for 50 years, for only the month of June, mind you.
And you've told me it's to blot out painful memories of June 1930. Is that the entire truth, Uncle?
No, it isn't. I cover Sarah's picture from the first to the last day of June because she asks me to.
She? Sarah? Speaks to you?
Oh, and much more than that, Jason. In time, Yes. In time, I will tell you everything.
A painting, a brooch, a girl who died at 18, and memories of an unrequited love. And then the question of the death, natural or unnatural. When one begins to dig into the past, and this past is half a century old, one must be careful, very careful. Open that mythological jar called Pandora's box, and who knows what evils may fly out. I shall return shortly with Act 2. As the young jeweler Jason Harley begins to unearth pieces of the past, what does he find? His elderly uncle, in love with a girl who died 50 years ago. An elderly client, apparently in love with the same girl. A man who would give anything for a painted glimpse of her. Why? This is what Jason told me.
As I sat listening to Uncle Silas recount his courtship of Sarah Shelley 5 decades ago, I stared at her portrait. The beckoning arm, the sad smile, the stubborn mouth. And I wondered, Had she brought about the circumstances that led to her own death? I made up this coat of arms for you, Sarah. It's made of gold and silver, and the black background of that little shield is pure onyx. It's the best piece of jewelry I've ever done, and it's yours.
Silas, it's beautiful. It makes me proud.
Sarah, you know right now, I'm only an apprentice in the family business. I make so little money, it's almost a joke. But you think if in time I do learn how to be a real jeweler, I mean, would you wait for me?
Wait for what?
Oh, I love you, Sarah, and someday I would like to marry you.
Well, I had no idea. I thought we were just friends.
Oh, you being an orphan, it's difficult. I mean, I can't ask anyone's permission.
So when the time comes, Silas, and you ask to marry me, I will invite you to come to my school and meet all my children. And if it makes you feel better, then you can ask their permission to marry me.
She had a way with her, Jason. Imagine that. I should ask her students' permission. Of course, she was joking, but, you know, I just would have if it had come to that. A year went by, and while I was learning my craft, I was at the same time learning how to become a painter. The following June, I had decided would be the month to ask her to marry me. In the spring of 1930, I began that portrait of her.
How long do I have to stand in one place in the garden like this, Silas? It's very tiring.
Well, suppose we rest for just 5 minutes.
All right. Well, I thought my arm would drop off. No, you have no idea how difficult it is to hold my hand out like this the way you want it. I mean, sort of beckoning.
Well, I think you were a little tired before we started.
It's Sunday. It's the only day I can really sleep late. I sort of doze through the services. That's naughty of me, isn't it?
I stopped by your boarding house last night. I thought we might go for a walk. The landlady said you'd driven off with a man in an autocar.
Oh, she's a dreadful old snoop. What business is it of hers? You see, I met this very nice man. He's a young man, maybe a little older than you, and,
where did you meet him?
Well, he's a nephew of Mr. and Mrs. Warren. We have 2 little ones in my school, and we were introduced, and he asked me to go driving with him, and I did.
Someone you just met once? You went driving with?
Oh, it's a real treat to go riding in a motor car.
At night?
He has a great deal of money, and he comes from a very good family. Well, I had a good time with Magnus Whitmore. He was very sweet to me and very considerate, and I enjoyed myself very much.
And you got back to your boarding house very late.
Silas Harley, how dare you spy on me? If that's the way you are, I'm glad I found out in time. I'm not going to pose for my portrait anymore today, if ever. I won't be treated like a child. I mean, followed and checked up on. I'm trusted with the little children in school. What's wrong with you?
Oh, Sarah, I love you. I want to marry you.
Don't think you're the only one who's proposed to me. I haven't made up my mind to anything yet. I can't make up my mind. I did think I loved you, but sometimes I wonder, was it because of this coat of arms? And I do love to wear it, Silas. I wear it all the time. And I say, well, do I love Silas because he's painting me so beautifully?
Or is your heart changing because perhaps there's a much better life in store for you if you marry Magnus Whitmore?
I haven't given him an answer either. All I said is, perhaps at the end of the school term, the end of May, I'll decide. I am truly honored by both your proposals. On June 1st, I shall take the train up to Gaylord and Jenny Traders. We got our teacher's certificate together. Well, I told you about her. She's really my best friend. And while I'm there, I'm going to decide for myself which of you 2 I shall come back and marry.
And that was the last time I saw Sarah Shelley alive. But I confess to you, my boy, our life, Sarah's and mine, is not over.
Uncle Silas, what are you saying? She died 50 years ago. You are alive today.
You see, Jason, I believe with all my heart that my Sarah is somewhere in the universe waiting for me. There are mornings when the earth is warm and the air is cold. I see her walking toward me through the mist into the garden. I see her beckoning to me in that same red dress she wore when I painted her. Oh, she's waiting for me, Jason. And when I die, we will at last and forever be together.
Uncle Silas, I gather you no longer feel any resentment toward Magnus Whitmore.
No, it's all forgotten. For a time, I even persuaded myself he had a hand in her death. But it wasn't so. And I finally came to realize it. No, Magnus was a rival who, unfortunately, didn't win her either. Not for this world.
Would you let him see the portrait? If you let me, I would bring it to him. Let him look at it, and then the same day bring it back to you. He has never seen it, and he tells me his memory of Sarah is fading fast.
I'll think about it. Ask me tomorrow. I may feel differently then.
Uncle Silas did feel differently the next day, and 2 days later I brought it to the house of Mrs. Maria Baker and her stepfather.
Why, it's breathtaking. I had no idea she was such a beautiful girl.
I thought you should see it, Mrs. Baker, before Mr. Whitmore does.
I can now understand the tragedy of it so much better. Oh, I'm almost afraid to show it to M.W.
It doesn't have to be today. My uncle trusts me.
You brought the brooch back, didn't you?
Yes. Before I forget, here it is.
I shall take the painting, leave it outside his room, go in, see him, and if he's up to it, I'll show it to him.
Mr. Whitmore, I'm glad you felt well enough to have me join you in your bedroom. Beautiful work of art, isn't it?
My boy, I shall never be able to thank you enough. Maria tells me Silas himself painted it.
From life.
And he has retained all of hers and more. I do see Sarah actually beckoning to me to follow her. Is that possible? Her hand, her right hand, it is moving.
Uncle Silas has been remembering that spring 50 years ago, and he told me, Mr. Whitmore, that Sarah Shelley promised the both of you a decision in June, whom she would marry. Can you remember?
Oh, that is exactly the way she put it to me also. I can see her now, in that dress, that red dress, a favorite of hers. We stopped off at the station and left her bag. Then we had 2 hours to be together before her train was to leave. So, as we had done often before, we drove to the Falmouth dock. We got out and walked. It was starting to fog up that Sunday morning, the sky gray and overcast. But to me, it was not nearly as ominous as what Sarah was telling me.
Magnus, it isn't that I care for you and Silas equally at all. My feelings for you are different. Can you understand that?
Which feeling is love, Sarah? That's the one that counts the most.
I don't know. That's why I'm going away today for a short visit with my friend Jenny. If I'm away from you both, perhaps it will help me make up my mind.
Well, Sarah, you're shivering.
No.
It's getting darker and darker. It's sea. I don't want you to catch cold. Let's turn back to where I've parked the car, and we'll drive back to the station. Besides, these boards this far out on the dock, some of them are rotten. It isn't too safe to walk on.
Well, I'm not cold, Magnus. Not the slightest.
Oh, Sarah, wait. Stand still.
What is it?
We're being followed. Back there, when we turned at the end of the dock, I suddenly saw a figure ducked behind the boathouse.
The docks are full of people.
No, not on a Sunday morning. Just now, I saw him again. It was the same face turning around, so I wouldn't recognize him.
Did you?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Well, I think you're more alarmed than I am.
Perhaps because I have more to fear. Come along, dear. I'd like to get to where I left the car before the fog gets so thick I'll never get you to the railroad station in time. And, Mr. Whitmore, when was the next time you saw Sarah Shelley?
I never saw her again.
Never?
Not alive. I saw her body.
She was dead. And did you ever find out who it was you thought was following the two of you?
Yes, I knew who it was. But I didn't want to tell Sarah.
You recognized the person?
It was Silas Harley. And he knew that I saw him.
Silas? My Uncle Silas? I can't believe that.
Nobody else did either.
It was William Shakespeare's opinion that love and death were not partners. That is, excluding Romeo and Juliet. In a favorite play of mine, As You Like It, he has the character Rosalind say, "The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was not any man died in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love." Well, Mr. Shakespeare, we shall see. It would appear in our story that someone may have killed for love. I shall return shortly with Act 3. Jason Harley, descendant of a long line of silver and goldsmiths, has discovered a special coat of arms, 3 gold shells on a black onyx field. It has led him to a portrait of a girl who died 50 years ago, and who was loved by 2 men. One, Magnus Whitmore, the other, Jason's own Uncle Silas. It is at the uncle's house that we raise the curtain of Act 3.
Jason, do you want my secret and private opinion? Magnus killed her. Only it could never be proved. And the irony is that I myself became one of the witnesses to prove his innocence.
I'd like to know more.
Well, in those days, every citizen of Massachusetts had to attend a place of worship on the Sabbath. In fact, there were constables who patrolled the streets and the docks to make sure Sunday morning everyone was at prayer. I had seen Sarah the night before she was to take the morning train to stay a few days with her friend Jenny. On Sunday, I shared a pew in church with Tom Webster, who, as you know, used to be the inspector of police. He's retired now. Tom and I went to school together. That's how long we'd been friends.
Silas?
Yes, Tom?
I hope today's isn't going to be another one of those long sermons about how much coal is needed to keep the place warm this winter. Shh. You shush yourself, Magnus. The service hasn't begun yet.
It's not you he's annoyed at, Tom. It's me.
Oh, because of Sarah. Well, may the best man win.
It was a strange sensation for me, sitting in church right behind the man who I was afraid would win Sarah's hand. About halfway through the service, a constable came down the aisle and whispered something to Tom. Tom got up right away and followed the constable out the door. In a few minutes, he was back and motioned for me to follow him outside.
Silas, I don't know how to tell you this. One of my men has just informed me that while on his regular Sunday patrol by the dock, he discovered the body of Sarah Shelley.
Sarah? My Sarah?
They have taken her to the hospital, not because there was anything that could be done to save her. There was no life left in her when she was found, but it was the only place to bring her.
What happened to her?
I believe she drowned. Now, Silas, as an old friend, I'm going to ask you to bear with me.
I don't understand.
I must now go back into the church and take Magnus Whitmore into custody. I urge you to go directly to my office. I will meet you there as soon as I have apprehended Whitmore and have him held for questioning. Now, go now. I'll be along shortly.
Oh, Tom, I'm glad you're here at last.
Silas, I'm sorry you had to wait over an hour for us to book Whitmore and to get the sergeant's full report.
Well, how could Magnus possibly have had anything to do with her death? I don't understand. When did she die?
We'll deal with one fact at a time. The sergeant reported to me that at 11 o'clock this morning, while on patrol on the dock, in the fog, he stumbled over a man. Now, you remember how very foggy it was early this morning?
Yes, I do.
The sergeant made the man get up to identify himself. He made him write his name in the sergeant's notebook. Take a look at the name there.
Magnus Whitmore.
Now, the sergeant then asked him why he was not observing the state of Massachusetts Sabbath ruling, why he was not at some place of worship. And the man who had identified himself as Magnus Whitmore gave a most peculiar reply. He said to the sergeant, "What time is it?" The sergeant said, "Almost noon." And Whitmore answered, "I am in church."
He said, "I am in church?"
He said, "I am in church, and I have been there for over an hour." He then said to the sergeant, "I am a man cursed. I am a cursed man. Come, follow me." And the sergeant did. Whitmore pointed down into the water, past a broken plank, and the sergeant saw Sarah floating face down, her red hair streaming above her.
Lord.
It was too late to revive her. Now I'm about to have Whitmore in for questioning, and Silas, if it's too painful for you to be present, I will understand. But I will need your testimony eventually.
Mine?
I know this tragedy has torn you apart, but you can't have forgotten that Magnus Whitmore was in church. He was sitting in front of us and was there before we even arrived. In fact, where he said he was, miles from the dock. How that is possible at this point is beyond me.
Tom, why am I being held here as a prisoner?
On suspicion of the murder of Miss Sarah Shelley.
And why is he here?
Silas, as a witness. Stranger enough, on your behalf.
Well, that's right. The both of you sat behind me for half an hour before the service began, till I was taken out and arrested. So, who is it who suspects me?
The state of Massachusetts. Now, do you deny the fact that you were the last person to see Sarah Shelley alive?
Of course I deny the fact. I have no idea who saw her just before her death. She was alive and well. We walked along the dock for over an hour before a train was to leave, and I had intended to drive her to the train, but somehow, in the fog, we became separated.
What do you mean, somehow?
Well, it swallowed her up. The fog became so dense that even my voice calling out to her seemed to be muffled. I don't know whether Sarah heard me or not, but she never replied. When the fog closed in, I was in church. You saw me. The both of you. I sat right in front of you.
The fact is, you were with the sergeant miles away and signed his book with your name and then led him to a place under the pier where Miss Shelley's body was found.
Well, it all happened while I was praying. I can't explain it any other way.
You had better try.
Magnus, you didn't go to the railroad station? You didn't care enough about Sarah to find out in all that terrible weather if she'd been able to catch her train or not? I guess I was in such a state, believing that win or lose she would never really be mine, that I just didn't think.
What did you do then? Turn around, go back to the dock, push her into the water? Is that why you were crawling on the ground when the sergeant found you? Look, now, you cannot deny this, Magnus. Your name, where you wrote it when he asked you to identify yourself, is in his notebook. So you were not in church, even though on the witness stand, I would have to swear I saw you there.
Tom, I'm trying to explain this in the only way I know. How could I appear to be in two places at the same time?
May I say something?
Oh, go ahead, Silas.
Disregarding my own private suspicion, isn't it possible that Sarah in the fog lost her footing and fell into the water and drowned?
I can't say at this point whether the coroner will be able to establish that or not. Whether it's accidental death or murder.
Jason, at that moment I had no doubts that Magnus had somehow cleverly constructed an alibi and had pushed Sarah into the water. I believed he had a motive. In his strange and twisted way, he must have decided if he could not have her, no one else would. That Sunday night I went home, went to bed, and then was unable to tell whether I was
awake or dreaming?
Silas? Silas?
Sarah? Is that you?
Silas? I'm standing now at the foot of your bed. Can you recognize my face?
Sarah, are you real or an apparition? Are you alive or dead?
I'm alive, Silas. Very much alive. But not in the sense I was. Silas, I shall remain alive until you join me. Remember that. I didn't have to go to Jenny's to decide. Even as I was walking along that dock with Magnus, I knew I was to be your wife.
Sarah. Sarah! Was it a dream or reality? At that point 50 years ago, I wasn't sure. Since that time, I have often seen and talked with my beloved Sarah. The following Monday, Magnus was asked to make an official statement.
I needn't elaborate on what I said yesterday about being watched by Silas Harley and that I saw Sarah Shelley alive until about 10:30 Sunday morning. I drove home and went to church. I did kneel there and prayed for Sarah's safety. And then there flashed before me a pair of hands reaching out and... Do I have to go on now?
We can wait.
I couldn't tell in my mind's eye whether these hands were choking or pushing her or what. But the very next thing I saw was the body lying still on the water next to the pilings. From then on, it was all a dream. I tried to leave. I couldn't. I fell to the dock. I tried crawling away. My head a jumble of sounds, the foghorn, the seagulls, the bellboy, and suddenly there was a sergeant asking questions. You know the rest.
You are saying, Whitmore, that somehow, in some fashion, you projected yourself into a similar self who was on the dock while your actual self remained in church miles away.
That is what I'm saying. But how can we ever find out which was my real self and which was not?
Magnus went to trial. He was acquitted. Neither his signature nor the sergeant's account weighed as heavily with the jury as practically an entire congregation who saw Magnus in church.
That is incredible, Uncle.
Ever since, I've wondered about Magnus' guilt. Has he ever explained how he acquired the brooch which Sarah always kept pinned to her waist? How'd he get it?
I think it's best all forgotten, Uncle. You have the portrait, the memory of her appearance to you that night she died, saying she wanted to be your bride.
Oh, I have a great deal more than that. And I have had all these years. As each year passes, I get closer to our eternal reunion. I want you to look straight ahead, Jason, to where that bench is. It's exactly there she rested during our painting sessions. To the right is where she stood. Can you see the spot?
Yes.
Right there, by that tree. Her arm extended, beckoning. She's always 18 to me. Always beautiful.
I am compelled to relate the truth of what I then saw. A sight seen by my uncle many, many times over the years. Sarah was materializing before him. She began to walk slowly toward us. Young, radiant, in the full bloom of life. Her hair swept up. Her red dress like new. She came closer and closer. And while I held my breath and disbelieved completely what my eyes told me, I saw her touch the forehead of my uncle. He leaned back in his chair and breathed his last breath. I looked again, but in that instant, Sarah was gone. And so was the spirit of my uncle. And so they were joined at last.
Out of the strange synchronism of unrelated events has sprung the story told to me by Jason Harley. I realized afterwards it is generally the unaccountable and unpredictable that control our lives. A chance meeting, a sudden storm or calm, the violent beginning or the violent end. The miracle of it all is that most of us survive. I shall return shortly. The older we grow, the more we encounter that which is not explainable. The good book tells us that to live by faith, hope, and charity will make the road easier. And there is written, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now, we see through a glass, darkly. But then, face to face. Now, I know only in part. But then, shall I know even also as I am known? Our cast included William Griffith, Bob Caliban, Carol Teitel, and Bernard Grant. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Well, my dear, now that we've looked to the past, perhaps it's time to look to the future. You seem hell-bent, pardon my language, on one more piece before you saunter your way home in the dark. And who am I to refuse you? After all, I'm so happy when you come and spend just a little of your time with me. So now, we'll head to a future that is so certain, that is so guaranteed that it comes by way of the past, when we end up in the Oblong box.
Out of the past, phantoms of a world gone by speak again the immortal tale, the Oblong box.
There, Captain. There she is.
Hand me your glass. Aye. 5 aboard. Very well, turn about. We'll drop line and take them on.
Aye, sir.
Stand by the mainsail! Longboat sighted northeast. Life lines on up.
You make out what ship she's from?
Too far, Captain. She's American, though.
Aye.
We'll soon be on 'em.
Mate, if the captain's with them, send him up to my cabin.
Aye, sir.
Take in the mainsail. Easy now, don't run him under. He's two.
That's about all, Captain. We'd been at sea in the longboat for 2 days when you sighted us. Just about done in. My friend here, Mr. Allan, was the only passenger to survive.
You say you're from the packet ship Independence, eh?
Aye.
What cargo were you carrying?
Cotton, a little hemp, and some timber.
I see. And that was all?
Aye. Did you happen to pass some drift, Captain?
We did. Nothing you just spoke of. Would you care for a little more grog, gentlemen?
Oh, thank you.
And you, sir?
Yes. Yes, please.
No, we passed nothing adrift that you mentioned, but we did hoist aboard something rather strange, you might say. It may not have come from your ship, though. Could only make out the port of embarkation and the date. Charleston, South Carolina, August the 2nd, 1881.
That was our port. That was our date of sailing.
Captain, what was it you took aboard?
2 bodies. Passengers, I suppose. A man and a woman.
Rather unusual, though. The woman was in a coffin, an oblong box. You seem startled, Mr. Allan.
I am. And the man?
That's the strange part. He was lashed to the coffin by an inch-thick rope.
Oh.
From your reaction, Mr. Allan, I presume you know something about the box?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Then, Mr. Allan, suppose you relate the entire story.
Very well. To tell you the truth, Captain, I'd intended telling no one. You see, as Captain Hardy told you, the dead man had been a friend of mine. I'd hoped the sea would keep its dead. The man whose body you found tied to that oblong box was an artist from New York. His name was Cornelius Wyatt. As I remember, Wyatt had been married only a few months when I met him quite by accident. It was at our port of sailing, Charleston. I'd been on board only a few minutes when I heard his voice calling me by my first name. I was quite surprised to see my old friend.
Edgar, Allan, hello there.
Wyatt, why, heavens, man. How are you? Huh?
Oh, it's good to see you. How long has it been?
Oh, a good year since I saw you last, at least. Let's see. Yes, since 1877.
All the places to meet you.
Now, tell me, Wyatt, is your wife aboard?
My wife? Well, yes.
Good. More people have raved about her astounding beauty to me than I could possibly count. I've sworn to see her with my own eyes. Where is she?
I'm sorry, Edgar. I'm afraid that would be impossible. You see, she's ill in her cabin.
Oh, what a shame. Well, then, later, I'm sure
No. Really, I think she'll remain in bed for the rest of the trip. Her health wouldn't permit it.
Oh, come, Wyatt. You wouldn't cheat me of this chance to meet your beautiful wife. The CL do her good. Or is it because you're jealous of such beauty, huh?
Please keep such remarks to yourself. My wife's appearance should be of no concern to you.
Oh, but, Wyatt, I was only joking. I meant no harm.
Your humor is not appreciated, Mr. Allan.
Well, forgive me. I assure you I meant no harm.
I beg pardon, sir. You Mr. Wyatt?
Yes?
That there box of yours, you're having it shipped in the hold?
Confound it, man. How many times must I give these instructions? My cabin, you understand? It must be put in my cabin. Must I tell the captain himself?
Sorry, sir, but there's hardly any room for such a large box in your...
I don't care how little room there is. That box will go into my cabin if I have to move it there myself.
Sorry, sir.
Confounded fools. Must I beg them to carry out my instructions?
Is that the box?
Excuse me, Mr. Allan. The clumsy fools may drop it. I'd better watch them. I'll see you later.
Although at the time I was surprised by my friend's sudden outburst, I passed it off to temperament. After all, he was an artist. At the moment, I was more concerned over the oblong box than over my friend. It bothered me quite a bit. I couldn't find a reason for his being so overwrought over the placement of a cumbersome large wooden box. And furthermore, I couldn't find a reason for his use of one that shape. It was about 6 feet long and 2.5 feet wide. To me, its contents were a mystery. At first, I excused it as containing a number of his precious paintings. About 3 days out of Charleston, I met Wyatt again. He was walking about the deck. As I approached him, he cordially offered me his hand.
Hello there.
Hello, Wyatt.
Edgar, I believe I owe you an apology.
Apology?
Yes, you must forgive the way I acted the day before we sailed. I'm not as well as I should be.
Oh, think nothing of it.
Here, let's sit here. That's it. I'm under a severe strain, Edgar. Perhaps I should tell you. You are my friend. I should tell someone.
Why, of course.
What others have told you about my wife is true. She is beautiful. Very beautiful. I'm afraid too beautiful.
Yes?
I was one of many, many suitors. I was the fortunate one. Why, I don't know. She doesn't love me, Edgar.
Are you sure she doesn't love you?
Yes, I'm sure, very sure. Since I've been married, she's done her utmost to make me jealous. She knows how I worship her beauty. She knows her power. Men have always loved her for it. They still do. I know, Edgar. I'm suffering because of it. There are men today who would give anything for my wife's hand. Anything. She knows it. She taunts me with it continuously. The way she looks at me, laughs at me.
You're in love with her?
Desperately.
You'd never give her up?
Never.
And she knows this?
Of course. That's why she taunts me.
Well, perhaps if I could see her...
No. She's still ill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This trip. You know why I'm going to Canada? Do you know why?
Paintings?
I'm taking her away. Away from all those men. She'll learn to love me. I'll make her. I'll keep her beauty for myself.
Perhaps this is an extreme.
Extreme? No, it's the only thing to do. You don't know the torture I've suffered. Well, let's talk no more about it. I feel better now.
As you wish.
You will keep my confidence?
Oh, without question. Now, how's your painting coming, Wyatt?
I haven't touched a brush in months.
But the canvases you brought aboard, weren't they yours?
Canvases?
I suppose they were in the large box you have in your cabin.
Why do you suppose that?
Well, because of its unusual size.
That box doesn't concern you. It's none of your business.
I didn't say that I...
Don't ever mention that box again. I forbid you. You hear? Don't ever mention that box again.
Perhaps I've been too hasty, Captain. Perhaps the man just isn't well physically. Why, the box, it could contain something unimportant. I think I was overly curious, that's all. I've known him for a long while, you know. He's always appeared perfectly normal before.
And everything's been all right lately?
For the past few days, yes. He's been perfectly cordial.
And I think perhaps it's best we pass over the entire matter. There's probably some logical, some simple story behind what's happened.
Here, more port?
No, thanks. I think it's best I be getting back to my cabin. Looks as though there's an unhealthy storm brewing along the coast. I'd best get back.
Oh, I noticed it getting a little rough. Will it hit us?
I can't tell yet. Well, good night, Mr. Allan. Perhaps you'll join me at dinner tomorrow night, eh?
Thank you, Captain. I'd be... Listen.
What?
Shh. I thought I heard... Listen. Again.
Nothing. I hear nothing. The wind, that's all. The events have made you a little nervous, I suppose.
No, wait. I'm sure I heard something strange. Groaning or something from out there.
Open the door. It's probably the ship's cat.
Captain, here, quickly!
The passageway's black. The steward probably took the lantern to...
Listen. Again. Hear it?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
It came from the darkness down there to the end of the passageway.
Well, somebody's in trouble. Who has the stateroom at the end of the passageway?
I think Wyatt. The first two are empty.
Well, come along. Pull your cabin door closed.
I'll get a lamp. The darkness...
No, I know my way. We may need the darkness.
Very well.
Stay close. The first two, you say, are empty?
Yes.
And this one you believe is Wyatt's?
It should be.
We'll stand here a moment. Now listen again.
A knocking. Tapping.
I'll try this latch. I'll open it as quietly as possible.
There's no light under the door.
Stand back.
Easy now.
What? Blast it. It's locked from the inside.
Well, someone is definitely in there.
I'm going to knock. Now listen closely. Someone is in there. You heard it?
Hello in there. Is that you, Wyatt? This is Allan. Anything wrong? Hello there.
No answer. I don't like this. Open the door, Wyatt. It's the ship's captain. I'll be forced to break in. Here, help me. Help me as I count three.
Go on.
1, 2. Ready now? 3.
Where are you, Wyatt?
Wait. There's a lantern by the port. I'll strike a light. Stand here and... Empty. The room is empty.
For a moment, both of us stood there, in the gloom of Wyatt's cabin. We were sure somebody had been there but a moment before. We'd heard them. And now the cabin was apparently empty. The door had been locked from the inside. Nobody could have left the room without our seeing them. Then suddenly Captain Hardy pointed to the right wall of the cabin. There in the dimness of the gloomy shadows.
Allan, this cabin and the one beside it are adjoined. Now, let me get the light and see if the adjoining door has been opened. Whoever left in a hurry. Here, Allan. Give me a hand. I can't reach the lantern. Blast it! Hardy. All right. Just stumbled over this blasted box. My hand.
The oblong box.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I didn't mean to intrude.
Wyatt!
May I come in? There's another lamp on the table. Allow me, Captain Hardy.
But where did you come from? How did you get into the passageway when
There. That's better. Mr. Allan, I have been walking my wife on deck. May I introduce you? Oh, you may come in, Marjorie. Marjorie, this is Mr. Allan, the man who desired to meet you so much, and the captain of this vessel, Captain Hardy.
How do you do?
You do.
And now, gentlemen, may I ask the reason for your, breaking in?
We heard a noise, a cry. We thought it was from your cabin.
That would have been impossible. There was nobody there.
Are you sure? We heard...
Of course I'm sure. There was no one here, I tell you. And now, gentlemen, if you don't mind...
Wyatt, before we go...
Yes, Mr. Allan?
Ask your wife to remove her veil.
Marjorie, would you please oblige the gentleman? My wife, Mr. Allan.
Your wife? But
she is beautiful, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is.
You, too, seem stunned.
Quite. Yes, quite. Captain Hardy, come. Thank you, Wyatt.
One moment, Captain Hardy.
Yes?
Would it be too much to ask for a new cabin door? This one seems to have suffered slightly.
I'll see to it.
Good night, gentlemen.
Hurry. To my cabin. His wife. Did you see his wife?
Yes. She was hideous.
His rave about her beauty. Why, he's mad, Captain. Hopelessly mad. She was horribly ugly. Yet she was familiar. I've seen her before. I know it. Where? Where?
Did you notice the door leading to the adjoining cabin?
No.
It was open slightly. Someone could have left Wyatt's cabin and reached the passageway through the empty one next to it.
Hardy.
Yes?
Your hand.
Huh?
Covered with blood. Well, you must have cut it yourself when you fell. Here, let me wash it off.
No, it isn't cut.
Yes, but that blood.
It isn't mine.
Well, then where did you...
The oblong box, Mr. Allan. The oblong box.
What was behind this terrible mystery, neither of us knew. We would inform the police as soon as we put to port. From then on, I saw nothing of Wyatt. 2 days passed since the incident in his cabin. And on the second day, Captain Hardy warned all the passengers of what was in store for us. We were forbidden on deck, confined to our cabins. We were being blown out to sea by a furious hurricane wind. On the fateful night, I was lying fully clothed on my bed. The sea was sickening. The ship was yawing terribly with each plunge. I was expecting the worst at any moment. Then suddenly, above the roar of the terrible gale, I heard a strange sound coming from the passageway before my cabin. I was a little bewildered at first. For a few moments, I sat there on my bed, wondering. And then...
Edgar! Edgar! This is Wyatt! Do you hear me?
What is it?
I need your help, Edgar! I need your help!
Go back to your cabin, Wyatt. You hear? Get out of the passageway. It's dangerous. The ship may...
Please open the door. You must. You must help me. You're my friend, Edgar. Please.
Very well. What? Good heavens!
My box. I've got to get it on deck. I've got to. The ship may break in two at any moment. Please help me. I can't manage it alone. Please.
You must be completely insane. The storm is too high. It's suicide, I tell you. You'll be blown overboard.
Just the door. You don't have to go on deck. I have some rope. I'll lash myself to the stays. I'll be safe. Please.
Yes, but your wife. You can't leave your wife alone now. Go back to her. Snap out of it.
Just up the stairs. Please, Edgar. You're my friend. Please, Edgar, please.
Very well. To the top of the stairs.
The other end. Take the other end. That's it.
Go on. I have it. Hurry, it's heavy.
All right. Here. This way. Up these stairs. I've got it. Here. Don't drop it, Edgar. Don't drop it. All right. All right. A little further, Edgar. Just a little further. Now. There.
This is as far as I go.
Oh, thank you, Edgar. Thank you. You don't know what this means.
Now, go back to your cabin.
I can't. I must get my box on deck.
Then I leave.
No, please. One other favor. Hold this hatch while I push the box out.
I beg you, Wyatt, use your head. The water will swamp us. Listen to it.
Please, Edgar, please.
Well, then, stand back. I'll open the hatch. I'm not responsible for you, you fool. Hurry! Confound you! Hurry! We'll be swamped! For heaven's sake, Wyatt, you'll never make it! Wyatt, watch out! Come back, you fool! Come back! I've got to close it! Come back! Allan! Close that hatch! Get back! Captain, here, help me. Help me! Close it quickly! In the heavens' name, hurry! Now, push!
What in thunderation were you doing?
Wyatt, he's out there. He took the box.
Good heavens, he's done for. No, it's too late to help him now. I'm afraid we're going to have to abandon ship. She's breaking. The starboard lifeboard, they make for it.
Yes, but Mrs. Wyatt, she's below. She'll be killed. I'll get her first.
The starboard boat, Edgar. The starboard boat.
Mrs. Wyatt, to the boats. Mrs. Wyatt, we're sinking. Come on.
Where is he?
Hurry this way. Run.
No, wait, please. Please, listen.
In the name of heaven, woman, come on, quick. No time to lose.
Good Lord. Mrs. Wyatt.
Mrs. Wyatt! Then suddenly she disappeared before me. Water gushed down the passageway. She was swallowed by it. I struggled forward and made my way to the starboard boat. I jumped for the swinging davit and lowered myself as speedily as possible into the longboat. Captain Hardy joined me with 3 others of his crew. And then, just as we pushed out from the trembling mass of wreckage, I saw it. Hardy did too. Standing to aft, I saw Wyatt. He was binding himself tightly to the oblong box. He stood there for a moment, I thought, laughing. Then in one brief instant, he was gone with the ship. Into the sea.
And, that's all?
Yes.
I see. Would you gentlemen be so kind as to follow me? This should prove rather interesting. This way, gentlemen.
Captain, when did you find this box?
Yesterday afternoon. In here, please. Mr. Allan, hand me that lantern. And watch the stairs, please. They're rather sharp here.
Lead on.
Ordinarily, we would not have bothered with a floating body. It's generally some poor wretch from a wrecked vessel. However, due to the box and the peculiar circumstances, I thought it best to hoist it on board.
Yes, but the decomposition...
Oh, the salt water helped preserve them for a while. I thought we could reach New London safely with them. However, since we were blown off our course by that wind, it will be a good day and a half before we reach land. I'm afraid I shall have to commit them both back to the sea. Mr. Allan, swing that door open, please, will you? Over there, in that corner.
Yes. Yes, that's the box.
Captain Hardy, would you kindly hold the lantern while I lift this blanket?
Certainly.
Is this the man you call Wyatt?
Poor devil. Hardly recognizable. Yes, that's Wyatt.
And now, Mr. Allan, if you would give me a hand with the top of this box. It had been firmly nailed. However, we pried it loose when we took it aboard. Just pull at that end carefully.
Good heavens.
Even after 2 days at sea, death did not destroy that waxen beauty.
It's almost impossible. Still so beautiful.
You notice the wound over the heart?
Yes. Mr. Allan, that was the beauty Mr. Wyatt talked of.
Well, of course. This must have been his wife. But wait, the other Mrs. Wyatt. Oh, yes, of course. I knew I'd seen her somewhere before. The maid. Their personal maid. Yes, now I remember. She tried to tell me something before she drowned. Wyatt murdered his real wife.
If only we had done something sooner.
Murdered his wife? How could he? Why?
Insanely jealous. Terribly jealous. To die with her would be better than to live with her and her beauty. He planned to murder her on that trip when I saw them stowing that box. Remember the groans? She was murdered that night. The blood, it was fresh. Remember the tapping we heard as he nailed her in this coffin. Hardy, I think we'd better leave. Yes. Yes, Wyatt. Your wife is very, very beautiful.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have brought you the story, The Oblong Box. Bellkeeper, toll the bell.
Well, my dear, I suppose soon the sun will come up, and I'll have to go to, well, wherever it is I reside. So, with all of that in mind, please be careful as you make your way to your home, as you make that often covered route through the woods, over the stream, past the covered bridge, as you head deeper and deeper into the other world. You know the one. And as you head into your home, and as you lay your head on that soft, cool pillow, and head to the land of Nod, do me one favor. In fact, do me two. Come back and see me, and be thankful for what you have.